Can I just say how happy I am about last night's Monday Night Raw? It's one of the best Monday Night Raws we've had in a while. It's one of the best finishes to a match we've had in a while. And it's obviously one of the best tag team matches we've had in a very long while. And it's said that the WWE title has become a victim of John Cena not being around, because as you can plainly see, people, John Cena needs to be around. You know, Monday Night Raw has not been that great, and it's pretty damn obvious why, which is why they're bringing him back so early. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the tag team title match. If you haven't watched Monday Night Raw, don't watch my video, because I'm going to talk about the entire match. And I absolutely love the tag team division. It's one of my favorite divisions of all times. And so to see such effort and such, honestly, the only thing I can say is heart, put into this match was just fantastic. The build-up was amazing. The storyline was great. The way that it ended was... it had me on the edge of the seat. Going into the match... Okay, so going in, if you don't know, or obviously you know because you're watching the video, last Monday Night Raw, we had the tag team titles on the line. The Rhodes family, Goldust and Cody, versus the Shield, Reigns and Rollins. Now, Cody Rhodes and Goldust have been in this storyline with the new corporation, the corporate evolution, whatever you're going to call them. Triple H basically running things now on screen, which finally freaking happened. Took him long enough. But, you know, you had Cody lose his job because of his comments. You had Goldust come in and try to win his job back. And then you had the match Battleground, which I have not watched. I had no interest in Battleground whatsoever. I'm going to be honest. I did not watch Battleground. It's the first pay-per-view I haven't watched in years. So it's kind of interesting that I heard that it was one of the better matches at Battleground, the Rhodes versus Shield. So you had them get their titles. They had them get their jobs back, and now Whoopi Goldust is back on the roster. I love Goldust. Loved him since I was a kid. And now we're going into Hell in the Cell. Obviously, the plan is to have, you know, Rhodes versus the Shield. And that's where I thought that if they were going to give the Rhodes the titles, that's where it was going to happen. But, you know, WWE obviously changing their plans at the last minute. Has this title match for the tag team titles. It has this match for the tag team titles on Monday Night Raw. And the match was executed extremely well. I didn't see any flaws personally, but I was not looking... I was looking at it as a wrestling fan, as a guy who sits on his butt, watches and just watches. Because I knew that the match was going to be really good, because it's Goldust, it's Cody Rhodes, it's Seth Rollins, it's Roman Reigns. These four guys who work excellent in the ring. They obviously have been working together, because their moves and their spots were just amazing. Especially Cody. I think Cody's finally... I've always known that Cody was going to be something big. It's taken so long for the WWE to actually pull the trigger with it now. I think that's what they're doing. Hopefully this means in the future we see Cody Rhodes as the World Heavyweight Champion or the WWE Champion, maybe in a year or two. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but I do see it happening eventually, which in all honesty would be good. We get to see Goldust back, which Goldust is freaking amazing, as always. It looks like he's in better shape than he was recently, especially in TNA. I think in TNA was the worst shape he was ever in. And then of course you have the Shield, who always bring out really good matches when they're given very good opponents. And the no DQ thing was kind of snuck in there, wasn't it? Because it wasn't announced as a no DQ, and then they're like, it's a no DQ match, which I'm perfectly fine with, because it made the finish happened, and the finish was fantastic. You know, with just, I really thought Ziggler was gonna come in. Like I was watching with my friend Zach, and I kept saying, you know, Ziggler's gonna come in. Ziggler's gonna come in because they've been having the Ziggler Ambrose rivalry. So I was like, oh, Ziggler's gonna help them win. I'm not gonna say that Big Show coming in and taking out the Shield was something I didn't see coming, but honestly, I didn't think that it was gonna go down that way. But then again, you know, I'll be honest, I completely forgot that the Big Show got fired. I thought they were gonna leave it be. I thought he was gonna come in. Like I said, I thought this match was gonna happen at Hell in a Cell. So, you know, the fact that they changed it to Monday Night Raw, just Big Show was not in my mind whatsoever. Oh, before I get into that spear that Goldust took into the freaking barricade was amazing. This man is 44 years old and he's taking a spear like that. That's and those awesome chants. I'm sorry, but this was one of the best matches we've had in such a long time on Raw. Especially that moonsault by Cody Rhodes. But yeah, back to the finish. You know, you have Ambrose, Rollins, and Reigns beating up on everybody. Here comes the Big Show. Big Show takes out Ambrose. It's like, yes! And then Rollins comes in, Big Show grabs him, takes out Rollins, and then Cody goes for the disaster kicks. Reigns dodges it, but then gets knocked out by freaking Big Show, and then cover up 1, 2, 3, and I literally jumped off my seat, and I was excited, and it was the best, the absolute best way for the Shield to lose their titles. Because let's face it, this is the Shield. You're not going to just have them lose the titles. You cannot just have them lose the titles. You have to make them, absolutely have to make them lose in such a way that it's believable. This is such a believable way, and I'm so excited that so much effort was put. It's not like, okay, we're done with the Shield being tag team champions, let's put it on somebody else. Like, no, the Rhodes family earned this. They earned it through the storyline. They earned it through the execution of the match. It was fantastic. And you know, now there's I think the plan for Hell in a Cell is the Usos going to be in a triple threat tag team match. I don't see the Usos winning the titles. There's a possibility, maybe that the Shield will get their titles back. Maybe the Usos will win. From what I can tell, though, and this is just going back to earlier in Raw. Anyone else notice how over the Real Americans are? And I think it's basically because of Antonio Cesaro. But people have been chanting "We the People" since Jack Swagger came back. So, if the Rhodes are transitional champions into another heel being tag team champions, I could see it, but I would hate for it. I would love the Rhodes to actually hold the titles. I would like to see the Rhodes hold the titles maybe until WrestleMania. I know that's a ways away, but I think that you know, they're going in this new direction. They're not taking the. They're obviously not going to put them on the Usos. There's no reason to put them on the Usos. But wherever that goes, that's where it goes. So, you know, I've rambled on more than I wanted to, a lot longer than I thought I was going to. I'm really trying hard to shorten these videos now that I'm back after my hiatus. I know a lot of people I've gotten feedback where my videos are too long. So I'm back off my hiatus. This was the way to bring it back. This was the best way for me to come back, was to talk about this title match and how amazing it was. It was a 5-star match. All around the best match I've seen in a long time. Great way to Shield lose the titles. And with that, I'm going to bid you guys adieu. Hopefully you guys will comment, tell me what you think. See you guys next time.